Yeah, there we go. All right, good morning. Welcome to the world famous studio tour. Off to a great start. Now, if you're wondering who is speaking on the microphone, and I'm not your tour guide today, my name is Dreama. I'm one of two of your VIP tour guides on the studio tour. The second one here is Billy. Give him a big round of applause. But of course, we cannot forget our MVP, our driver Ronald. Everybody give him a big round of applause. He is saving us from walking 400 acres of land today, so we are very grateful for Ronald here. Now, just a couple guidelines while we're on our VIP trolley. Remain seated at all times, please. You might see Billy or myself doing a little trolley surfing. We're trained to do so. What's the saying? Do as we say, not as we do. Yeah, pretty much that's it. We have our lovely windows here, great for taking photos and videos throughout the tour. We encourage it, please do so. But these are also great for losing things. So if you have in the background, yeah, not so good. So we ended up getting rid of that too later on. Now on the right hand side here, you'll see our lovely fire station 51. That's actually a real fire department, not a movie set. We're not in the studio quite yet. But they're dedicated to keeping us safe at Universal City every single day because we are a real city after all, so we need our own fire department. We also have our own sheriff's station, medical services, zip code, Starbucks. Yeah, we actually have 3 of them. That's how you know we definitely are a real city here at Universal City. But one thing that's different about our city here versus yours back home is nobody actually lives here. However, Ronald, Billy, and myself definitely feel like we do sometimes. But this city is dedicated to making the only city in the entire world dedicated to do so. And we're just close to entering what we call our front lot. In this front lot, we're going to have a majority of our 36 sound stages, our pre-production buildings, and our post-production buildings. We'll tell you all about those here shortly. But on the left-hand side, you'll see that building there with the voice logo painted on there. That's our first soundstage of the tour, Soundstage 12. The voice film there for 20 seasons. But I'm going to put up a couple more titles on your screens to tell you what else filmed there today. That's right, they go the Lab for Frankenstein, the Castle in Dracula. Some of your favorite scenes probably filmed in there. But recently they were used for the series Bel Air, which is a dramatic adaptation of the 90s sitcom The Fresh Prince of Bel Air. Anybody see that? Yeah, okay, nice. You guys are going to have a loaded tour here. That's streaming on our Peacock network. They also filmed on the left here in Sound, directed by Ron Howard. They actually had permission to film at the real NASA's Mission Control, but surprisingly enough, it was too small. They realized they couldn't fit enough the crew members, the camera equipment, the actors, all of those tiny little aisles, so they just rebuilt it in there to be able to make it work for their production. They also used the same thing with the aisles in Superstore. They made their Cloud 9 store here. They filmed all the seasons of the show here. And where, again, they can use the aisles out of the ways they need to build them large enough to fit in all the people. Now on the right-hand side, we're passing by some sound stages here, 16 and 17, followed by 18 and 19, home to a lot of television series. Jefferson, Coach, One Day at a Time, classic sitcoms filmed over here. Also on the left, scene 19 was used for Sabrina the Teenage Witch, The Good Place, Mr. Mayor, and the series Killing It, starring Craig Robinson. You may recognize him as Daryl from The Office. Now this is exciting. We have a little celebrity sighting already on the tour on the left. Ted! Ted here. Now Ted is giving us a little toast today. He's actually congratulating himself on his brand new series, Suspense, of course. So brought us movies like Psycho, The Bird, Marnie, Rear Window, many, many more up in the horror truck. Now last but not least, on the left-hand side, these are the last 2 sound stages here in the front lot that we're going to see here. Sound stages 25 and 26. They now have production offices built right in the front there. Recently they were home to Lopez versus Lopez, starring George Lopez and his real-life daughter Maya Lopez, and they were home to American Auto. Now as you can see here, we're taking a pretty cool turn into now our back lot. of the studio, which will be where we're spending the most of the rest of our tour today. Now the back lot, as you can see, holds a lot of our large-scale exterior sets. This first set visit we're guiding through is our Metropolitan set. These are great to bring us to any small town, big city, really anywhere over the world. Now don't worry if you didn't get as many pictures quite yet. We are going to be visiting these sets a little bit later on the tour. Don't worry.
Okay, glasses on everybody. Get back to Skull Island.
Most iconic picture cars here. We got the Ford Escape up front first, followed by the Ferrari from Magnum PI. Actually not quite a real Ferrari. They actually just use a one-sided engine on the inside and put a Ferrari shell on the outside. It's a little bit cheaper and quieter to production companies. We've got the flying cars back to the future too from 1715. Did anybody get their car?
Oh, the Harry Potter car.
It's not mine. Of course, cars are to the Stone Age, like the cars from the Flintstones. Not made of real stone though, actually made from fiberglass. Pulled on by a pulley system. Heat powered a little bit too hard, I would imagine. But of course, picture cars don't just need to come in one shape or size. They come in many shapes and sizes. You'll see down here the gyrosphere from the Jurassic World. Now, looking at this vehicle, anybody notice what's missing? The glass. Yeah, exactly. There's no glass. There actually never was. Because we realized, just like this screen in front of me here, that it would reflect the camera, go through everything in the background. It's a round sphere. There's no way to hide that in any angles. So they just decided to edit that in post-production using CGI, computer-generated imagery. Now then, you probably noticed that tank-like vehicle, the Bradley Infantry Fighting Vehicle. On the left, you see the mobile lab unit from Jurassic Park 2, Lost World. And on the right, you'll see some dinosaur, Billy, who's your data lock? Well, it was my data lock, the pages. Okay, we're gonna be okay, everybody. Okay, I'm sorry. Sorry, cut. Hang on, I'll do my tape with that to one another. We're just gonna take it. We're gonna do a take two, everybody. I'll play the background. I just need some more intensity, more atmosphere, and action. Okay, all right. I know you took it back a little quick. We're gonna try it again. Now this time, choose a genre. If you want it to be a romance film, do it. If you want it to be a horror film or a silent picture, however you want to do it. You guys ready? And action. Everybody give yourselves a big round of applause for all our stars in the movie. That's about those dinosaurs were scary. Watch out, this one. On the left. It breathes fire! Okay, I'm kidding, I'm kidding. Okay, she's just smiling for your pictures. We've been waiting around quite a while for that perfect storm to appear. So we created ourselves. As you can see here, we've got strobe lights, lightning, speakers for thunder, and action on the rain. There we go. Now we've got our lovely rainstorm ready to go. Now here at the studio, we use some pretty high-tech technology. I'm not sure if you've heard of this. It's called a sprinkler. Yeah, just a simple sprinkler shooting the water up into the sky to help fall down naturally. You can also add more water to get your rainstorm. You can also decide why we put it back so that you can still put camera. Okay, I'm going to turn the water off and then I pressed the on button again. Oh no. Just watch out, everybody. Flash flood effect was also seen in Lady Gaga's music video for her song This. She was standing right in the middle there and all that water was coming around her. It's pretty impressive, but another interesting lady used that same effect. Now that we've left old Mexico and ended right here into the Old West, you're now on our 6 points set. On the count of 3, you can get your best yeehaw. Ready? 1, 2, 3. Yeehaw! That's right, everybody. Now, these Old Western sets not only used in the Old Westerns, they were also used in a more modern Western, Once Upon a Time in Hollywood, starring Leonardo DiCaprio and Brad Pitt. Leo's character is a Western star, and it's still about 30 to 40 minutes of the movie right over here. Now, if you keep your eyes to the left, you'll see right through those windows, go through the backside, a great example of one of our facades. Now, we built these sets that were used often during the silent film era. You'll be there. Yeah, we've been home as the Monster Movie Studio, and most of them were right here in Little Europe. We call these sets Little Europe because it's just vaguely like any European city all over the world. We wanted to transform these sets to many different locations. They also don't have to be real locations. We can use Princess Diary's or the basement. They brought us to Genovia. They also brought us to the afterlife in The Good Place, starring Kristen Bell and Ted Danson.
You, Ellen and Shellstrop, are dead.
Cool. This location, the afterlife.
Now, I love Western brawls because there's really a lot of work goes into creating this kind of Western brawl. Even just down to that punch right there thrown. We have stunt choreographers, stunt performers who will actually come in to help teach our actors, if they are performing the role, how to throw that punch properly. So there are actually usually more than a foot of space in between the two performers. So they just clear their face on the screen. It looks like it landed the hit, but they are completely safe. Another few elements you gotta love is glass breaks that they did finally catch that notorious shark. Yeah, which is actually given one of our interns the ability to get into marine biology here in the Navy, which is kind of cool. So I thought we'd check in on George, see if he's down there recently. That's not cool. Okay, George, if you're in there, time to get out, buddy. There's another shark in the water. George! There he is. Okay, buddy, get to your boat. It's like 5 feet away. Just start swimming. Swim away from the shark, George. Oh, George! Curious, George! We'll leave a parking garage after you. We're gonna hide behind these barrels of gasoline. We should be safe there, okay? As long as he takes that barrel of water, it is filled with bait. Okay, he took it, and he took the dock with him. He broke our dock into two boats. This is what we call a paradox now. Gotta give it up to my buddy Bruce over there. They were working with this mechanical monster inside of fresh water, but then when they went to film at Martha's Vineyard in salt water, sharks sank right to the bottom of the ocean. Basically put them 100 days past their production date of when they wanted the film to come out. actually ended up being a blessing in disguise. This film was going to come out in December of 1974, but in the window of the house, our imagination is going to fill in the rest of that home, and boom, you've got neighbors. And actually, when they built that building, the chicken ranch was actually built inside of Soundstage 12 to film some scenes inside there, and then they moved it out to its location for a later film project. Hello. Alright, y'all. But we are turning the corner onto Colonial Street now. We also refer to it as Anywhere USA. Basically a small little suburb that as long as you set decorate it the right way, you can take it anywhere. But when you're anywhere in the USA, you get some pretty interesting neighbors sometimes. For example, coming up on the left-hand side, this Lilac House, famously known as 1313 Mockingbird Lane from the Munsters. Anyone a fan of Never Have I Ever? Minnie Kaling's show on Netflix? Yeah, just over to the left you might recognize Davy's house, starring my trailer on Christian. Yeah. Now off to the right-hand side, that brown home coming up was used in an Ace Hardware store commercial. Gotta love it. And just after that, you've got this grayish building with a red door. Fully a practical set so you can film inside, upstairs, used for Keenan, starring Keenan Thompson. But before that, yeah, it was used in Desperate Housewives. Yes, we are here on Wisteria Lane as well. That was actually a facade in Desperate Housewives, and they decided to take the building away with a tornado and then build a brand new set right in place. Because that's what you can do when you're back here on the back lot. Again, having that complete control over this community and not having to, you know, get when women and men decide little contracts to agree that we'd be shooting in their backyard for 6 months to a year to however long, you know, filming takes. But a ton of projects have shot on the street. If I have any fans of Buffy the Vampire Slayer, there was a season 4 episode entitled Hush, where the gentleman creepily floated down these streets. One of my favorite projects to utilize this area with a friendlier face to float down these streets was Casper, with a young Christina Ricci. Yeah, they actually just used this as an establishing shot for the house. Hi Norman! Good to see you, buddy. Mom's looking good up there on the second story. What? Buddy, no. Nice to see you. Go away now. Okay. Like I was saying, really impressive that house is still standing considering what happened right behind it. Yes, folks, we're now on the crash site. Steven Spielberg's 2005 film, War of the Worlds. Starring Tom Cruise and Gilbert Bannon. Yeah, that is a real 747 Boeing airplane. It was purchased and destroyed just for this film. We had to ship it out from the Mojave Desert, and they had to actually cut off the roof of the plane and chop it up into pieces so it could be brought underneath the bridges all the way here. Yeah, it's crazy. And when it got here, we were actually going to put the roof back on, but Steven Spielberg took a look at it and said, no, this looks more ominous, more creepy. So they decided to keep it for the film.
Movie magic only happens when a team of collaborators, often in the hundreds, work together to take an impossible mission and bring it to life. This is Jupiter's Planet, a nostalgic, small-time Southern California amusement park owned by former child star Ricky G. Howard. Over there, look into the winking room and have your picture taken just like the kids in that old 90s movie Kid Share. That's what this whole place is loosely based on. Remember that one? No? Like, a little further down, you can see the brand new Star Lasso experience. Built to showcase an unbelievable new live show. Some live. Anyway, behind this Hollywood fantasy, old rush frontier town, lies a sinister secret. It is smack dab in the center of the hot spring. What's that miracle? You're going to find out. Welcome to the world of Nome.
Wow, Wagner. So that might why you might see 2 Gs on any of our Star Wagon vehicles, but they could be anything from our actors' break space for their private room, set up for costumes. There's a whole one for makeup so they can sit down and get their makeup done. But I digress.
building wall. This is kind of what we're seeing on the outside. This building, 18,000 square feet, so they have a lot of space to work with. The door we just walked through, we call that an elephant door. You can probably guess why. We could fit an elephant through if we needed to, which is what they probably needed to do back in the day. It's a Dr. Ben song starring Brayden Lee. It's actually a continuation of the original, kind of continuing the Quantum Leap project. So Ben's song is basically hopping through. That's why they always say, quiet on set, because if someone's having a side conversation, you'll hear it on camera. But inside here, you can tell that it's supposed to be kind of like an underground government facility. You can see behind us, there's some rocky structures right at the top there, kind of telling us we're underground. You can also tell there aren't really any windows out to the outside. Some pretty cool things about this set, if you're a fan of the original show, this is their new Ziggy computer right here, kind of adapted for the modern era. We also have all of these desks around here telling you a lot about the characters who are working here, giving you a little bit of an inkling of like who is at in their personal desk. They're all going to have some little personal belongings each there. The ceiling is open. Of course, we want to do that so we can lower down all the lighting. You know, we want to be able to see in here, but also control it. A lot of times when they're filming in this set, I notice on screen they use a lot more mood lighting because it's a government facility. They're working on some serious stuff, so they want to make it seem a little bit more serious, and they can do so with the lighting. But if we had a set that was the Tuesday. Now this next one here is what they use for their swing set. Not a playground swing set, I promise, but same words. But their swing set is what they're going to use to rotate in and out for each episode. So maybe one episode, they need a doctor's office set. They're going to build that over here. Next week, though, they need a library. They're going to take it out. They're kind of small, but if they wanted a shot with an actor in between the aisles facing out to the whole office there, they move this wall out of the way, then they can get the perfect angle. So again, they want everything to be able to be controlled if possible. Also right over this way, you can see this looks just like a canvas that is like stapled or held up there, kind of like a picture or a painting. That's supposed to look more like a screen though. And all what they can do is they can put lighting from the back. On the front side, it looks like a map, and maybe they can have it this way. You'll see this kind of gray wall with a little handle on the side there.
Get it all in.
It used to look like an automatic door, maybe an elevator. They just have an extra or a PA crew member here so that to know when the actors go through that door that they slide it closed. They're not going to build real elevator automatic doors or anything like that. No push button.
It is a great, homage to those monsters. Again, really what started it all, really got us on the map, was those monster movies. So we got to give them a lot of credit. Also on the left, another mural, our front wall. And as you can tell, it's just painted on. Just looking like buildings there, just completely flat. But if you have a camera back here, pointed that way, just blur it out in the background a little bit. You won't know that it's on the wall. Alright, now that we've made it here, any rules of the Clockhouse Square house are gone. You can take photos, you can take videos, do whatever you would like to. Again, if you want.
When we get back on board, when he's running outside of his house with his dog to try to get him to pee outside of the house. That happened right there on those steps. But a little trick, right inside those doors is nothing. But again, it gives you a little bit more of a hint that you're in a creepy back alley
versus an alley right outside of the Broadway Theater, for example. Yes, and this was used in Gotham City. Parts of this street right here were covered in ice, which was really just a lot of plastic wrap, a little bit of water to get it reflecting right. So yeah, another cool area of just this alleyway. But around the corner is probably my favorite stop the whole time.
I need a picture of this myself. I'm gonna wait on everybody to go so I can get no people in my frame. Alright.
Alright, here we go. Come on, come on. You got, come on, come on.
Yes!
That has the City Hall on it. The original columns for the building arch building is tucked away behind the facade. But even in the back of the future films, the building changed again and again. It was Fifth Casino in an alternate future. When Marty McFly is being chased by Biff and the gang on hoverboard, they actually dug out this whole area to be the pond. So yeah, we can even just rip out the ground here, which you can't do in a city. Take a look. What do you think that building used to be before it was San Antonio? Any guess? A little thirsty for caffeine? It's Dunkin' Donuts. Yes, it's got the purple and orange colors, so they did something that was located on the east. All right, 3, 2, 1. Sweet. I'll get one like this too. 3, 2, and 1. Awesome. Do you mind if I get here? I'm so sorry, my friend. That was cool.
I could bring you up. We can't go up the stairs, but if you're... Yeah, they just want to look at that. Yeah, exactly.
And suddenly Doc Ock throws the taxi. It was right over there, so they shot some scenes for that too. And that old adage, if you're a hero long enough, you become the villain. Here's a good double feature for you. Watch Jingle All the Way with Arnold Schwarzenegger. Yes, Turbo Man and Booster got their start on this street, but then watch him in Batman and Robin, the 1995 film with George Clooney as Batman, everyone's favorite. And you will get to see him be Mr. Freeze, so truly going from a hero to the villain. It's a fun little two-parter if you want to watch that. But yeah, unless I have any other questions or any other photos, we're good to make our way back onto the trolley.
was Toad. Of course.
Goodbye.